So I don't know if it makes me crazy, but at the same time, I don't know, I feel the same as I ever have. Like, I'm still in love with the process, and I still have the same passion, if not more, to develop and explore and try and do stuff I can. It's like a really poorly formed crystal. You can see that's like kind of terminated here. So it means that like this vein of quartz was like trying to crystallize.
Hello, welcome to Climbing Daily and the stunning valley of Val Bavona in Switzerland. Now this is a place where modern history hasn't touched yet, and we're meeting a man who's had a hand in shaping the history of the climbing in this valley. Years ago, 510 released the Anasazi, and it's just been updated with 510 and Adidas's Niad. So, an old shoe with a lot of history, but with a modern twist. I'm wrapped up warm because winter is coming, and we're heading down to what is one of the most famous fields in bouldering, and there's a couple of climbs there I can't wait to see. Now Dave Graham has such a history in this valley, so he's the perfect person to show us around. Dave, how you doing?
What's up, Matt?
Oh man, so good to see you.
Welcome.
Good, thank you for having us here.
Oh, no problem.
Mate, this is a field, this is an area that I've heard so much about, it's so famous, and I've never seen it.
Yeah, the first boulders you see when you arrive to San Larato are these, and it's like, for sure, the most famous sector. It's incredible.
Well, Dave, I mean, straight away, there's a wagon.
Yeah.
This is Off the Wagon.
This is Off the Wagon. This is probably like the most spectacular line I ever brushed, maybe, in Switzerland. I first arrived here, and this was just sitting like it is right now,
so
with no
you
chalk.
Found this?
Yeah. I mean, well, I didn't have to do much. I drove up with my car, and I parked right there, and I looked, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I wonder if there's any holds on it. And there wasn't a wagon at the time. I came and I brushed the line from the sit, and was just like, wow. And then the wagon arrived a couple seasons later, and we started trying it from here with Chris. More intensely.
From the stand?
From the stand, yeah. That was kind of what we first decided to start trying, because it's already hard from the stand, put it that way. So we started to check out this section where you jump up to this cramp and do this campus move through. And then years later, probably like what, 15 years later, Sean Rabbit did the sit start off of the wagon, which is considered the wagon low. This has been here ever since the wagon's been here, this ladder's been here too. This is kind of an iconic staple. This is where you take the crimp and you jump up, palm, and you stick this thing, tack. And then in essence, your feet have cut already, and you either do the famous campus rose in, or you put your heel here and your right foot down there, and you can come into this tiny little crimper. This is how you warm up for the wagon, obviously. It's kind of modern. You just do it old school and climb the boulders around and warm up on the problem, but yeah, this is kind of funny. I like this. They're really nice for like pushing, you know? It's like a whole different style of climbing, and that's what the interesting thing is that's happened since downturn shoes came out.
So in Chamonix, my mate's got a board in his basement we built during lockdown. And I've always used soft, aggressive shoes on it.
Yeah.
Started wearing these on there, and the amount I can stand on my toes.
Yeah.
On tiny little nubbins on a 45, you know, it's just like,
Yeah.
whoa.
We start sitting with this ramp and the base, and you kind of just stand up, get in there. You go out, like drop into this thing.
There's a crimp high, one higher up. Yeah. Go on. Yeah. Now. Nice.
Classic, super classic.
I don't get starstruck as much anymore, but don't tell him. With him, I get a little bit nervous.
Yeah, like this, then I go under, wow. There you are.
I don't have any technique, Dave. I've got to just jump.
Right hand, and then just jump up to that edge, it's good. Tap, exactly. Oh,
sorry.
Mini dab, but
Mini
no
dab.
big deal.
No one found
You're
out.
fine. Yeah, up, up, up. There you are.
Hey.
And then mantle it out. Classics.
That's cool.
I climbed this boulder with Alizé when I first arrived, and then I also climbed this boulder in 2004, I think. It's always funny to do boulders that you've done like 15 years ago, because you're like, what did I do? Like the deal with this boulder is, that makes it hard, is just that the feet are absolutely terrible. It's nice that we have an updated Niad to like work through the more face climbing boulders. Voila. Yeah, and then match your feet kind of. And you smear, yeah, on this thing. A little closer. Yeah, maybe this one.
Okay.
You can do that for sure.
I can do that.
Nice. Yeah, and kind of balance and cross through, exactly. Now left foot kind of, yeah, you can come to that crimp. The next one's a little better. Right foot there, yeah. And then tack up a little further, a little bit up. It gets better.
Ooh, okay. And then, it gets better?
Yeah, it's a little better if you bump up a little.
Oh yeah,
there
okay, I got it.
And then you can kick your feet out left.
Oh, nice.
Tack, and then you can match it, and there's a big edge up on the slab. Then you kind of just trav off left.
Fine, okay. So it's
the more you
literally...
go up, the more wet and mossy it is right now.
Yeah.
That's really not so bad.
It's not so bad to the top, no.
But the beginning is hard. The brown shoe works differently on small feet. Like the toe box is a little wider, and the front of the shoe goes like this a little bit more. But the pink shoe, it's more rigid in the front of the toe box, and I feel like I can push way harder on small feet with the pink shoe.
Can I try yours?
Yeah, of course. It's right here. Check it out.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's a little narrower.
Okay.
And there's a lot more rigidity right here in the foot. Like you'll feel it between this part of your foot. It doesn't bend as much. Nice, yeah. Rotate. Very good. Looking super.
Oh my gosh,
you're
that
gonna
was
do it.
so much.
Yeah. Let's make this different here. Look at your shoe. Look at your shoe and where the marks are.
Yeah.
Right? And then place the shoe, press on it, right? And then look at the mark it leaves. And then try to emulate that. I always do things that are weird, like I put little lines like that. I tick my shoes. And then I know. There you are. Yeah. Keep pushing.
Oh,
that was great. That was really good.
Right, well, I tried, kept popping off it. Super annoying, really, really close. But we're going to pack up because Dave has something that's potentially 9A boulder.
Maybe harder. I don't know.
Maybe harder.
I haven't tried the whole thing. I just brushed it. But Giuliano was like, dude, it's for sure like 9A minimum. And I was like, wow, that's cool. But it's seemingly like it's like 2 or 3 8C boulders in a row or something. I don't, it's really hard to say until you climb on them.
Okay, Dave, we've driven a little bit up the valley. The snow is starting to come in.
Yeah.
Where's your line?
Well, I mean, it's this overhang right here. I've driven past it. You can see the road is right here. Driven past this boulder for a long time. Well, my idea is to start the lowest possible place. You can start multiple places and kind of have different difficulties. Like I'm sure if you start halfway through, it can be 8C or 8C plus. Maybe if you start down here in the middle, it could be 9A. Maybe down here, it can be even 9A plus.
This is potentially like next level, isn't it?
This is for sure next level.
Yeah.
My thoughts to start down here on the arete in this spike thing. Sloper, undercling, come into the arete here. Long move out left to side pull, toe hook. You have this kind of intermediate, amazing hold into this crimp pinch thing. Tack, undercling, rock up on in here. From the undercling and the thing, get the foot over there. 1, 2, to a decent roll. Kind of starts to be more compression. Big move to a decent hold here. A lot going on, but basically the idea is just
It's day 2 and we've moved down the valley to try an 8C called Furlough that has not seen many repeats. It's one of Dave's projects. He's had 1 session on it so far. So today is going to be another working session as the darkness starts to descend and the good conditions come in. Look, no shoe, Dave, does it all.
no, we gotta use lots of different shoes in this game of climbing. For this boulder, I need more of a downturn shoe because I need to pull with my feet a lot more in the overhang. And For some reason, the heel hook on the Niad, as it works amazing on some things, doesn't happen to work on this rail. And the 510 high angle does.
Okay, so he's working this problem into sections. So he's starting off with the AA plus stand start thing that looks horribly hard by itself. And it's absolutely fascinating because yesterday when he was helping me, he's using all the same terminology, the words, they're figuring it out.
Warm up vibes. So lame. You did that and you're like, duck!
There, come on. That's it. Come on.
It felt no problem.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dave, what happened?
Oh, I just felt my hamstring on that move and I'm gonna tone it down a notch before I hurt my leg. Didn't like that one bit. Can I still do the knee bar though? I like a knee bar. Not a knee bar thing, but it's definitely like a heel hook thing. It didn't go like cluck cluck or anything like that, but I felt, I was like, ooh.
So Dave was making some real progress on that AA plus and then had that knee bar in and just twisted it and says his hamstrings have popped or felt bad, and you can like see straight away how much that's devastating to him, because I mean this is everything. He's got to send hard boulders, so rest up for a bit, hopefully reset, and hopefully that hamstring isn't as bad as he thought it was.
Yeah, that right hand, you have to really get it.
Yes!
Whoa! Well, I should probably stop because I kind of tweaked my hamstring and I don't want to injure my hamstring. I'll try and like be patient, stay the intelligent path. Oh well. Another session. I'll try and do it in 2 parts.
Well, Dave, that's it. 2 days done in Val Bavona. The sun is set. It's getting dark.
Yep.
Thank you for showing me around, man.
It was a pleasure.
It was for me to see some of those boulders that I've seen, I've dreamt about, I've thought about. For you to be able to take me around, it was amazing.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, loved it, and loved climbing with the Niad. And it's a shoe that's, again, it's got a history to it.
Yeah, for sure. For me, it's nice because it's like the shoe I grew up climbing with, and now I get to learn how to climb with it again. After so many years using downturned shoes, it's really nice to learn to like push on my feet again.
Yeah, exactly. Proper
Yeah.
climbing once again.
Yeah.
Look, you were trying one of the hardest boulders in the world. Didn't quite go to plan.
No, didn't work exactly according to plan, but whatever. That's typical bouldering. Happens all the time. If you don't tweak your leg doing a heel hook, you can also destroy your knee following in a hole in the forest, which I did last week. So it's like always something, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
It'll heal up. I'll be back.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to seeing you on it. And it's getting dark, so before we fall down a hole, let's get out of here.
For sure.
Cheers for watching, guys. Check out the links down below for all information on the shoe, Dave's social media, everything, and we'll see you soon. Woo!